Good morning, everyone. Welcome to freedailycoaching.com. Let me turn my light on here. Add a little bit more light. Oops. There we go. I was using the wrong one. I don't even know which light switch is mine in the house here, guys. I don't use this, I'm not up in that. I don't turn that light on very often, so. Anyhow, welcome to the freedailycoaching.com call. My name is Bert Bledsoe, and I'm coming to you live from my kitchen, actually, this morning, or my little breakfast nook, and from Colorado Springs. And I work from home, and we do this call every single Monday through Friday. Now, many of you that are either here live or maybe watching on YouTube or the Google Plus channel are aware of all this. This is for those of you that maybe this is your very first time here. Maybe you just popped in and today's the first day that you've ever attended Free Daily Coaching. Well, I want to say good morning and welcome to you. We start every morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. You can see that right now it's just a few minutes past the bottom of the hour, and I like to start off pretty casual. We have a few people that trickle in, and so I always just start off with a greeting, kind of give you an idea of what we're going to be doing for today, and say good morning and welcome to everyone. So this morning, we're actually going to talk about something I think that everyone's going to resonate with, and I think that we'll be able to all agree that it's something that we've all done in our past, and maybe it's something that you've done relatively recently, maybe it's something that haven't done for quite a while. And so this is just a simple behavior that I think we can all agree that we've all done something along these lines, that's something that we can change right away that can absolutely make a huge difference in your business, whether you have a small business, whether you have a home-based business, whether you're in direct sales, whatever your business model looks like. Being able to take some of these actions is going to help you step through some of these challenges. So let's say good morning and welcome to a few people as we start off the call here. Let's see who's saying hello and good morning in the chat. Let's see. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Jack, Christina, Mr. Bob Clark. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Debbie and Karen. Jack, good morning to you. Let's see who's over in the attendees here. So we said good morning to Karen up in Canada and Bob Clark. Good morning, Christina. Jack, good morning to you. Tom, how's it going, buddy? Mrs. Mupo down in Texas is here. Michelle, good morning to you. Clive, good morning. Judy, good morning. So people are still popping on here and jumping on, and as you guys jump on, good morning to all of you. For those that are watching on YouTube and Google Plus, good morning to you as well. Tomorrow we literally have a guest host, or not a guest host, a guest interview. So tomorrow I'm going to be interviewing a mentor of mine, really now a good friend of mine. When I first started online, this gentleman was able to be one of my very early mentors and really guide me in some real key elements of productivity and how to stay productive, how to keep your business on the right track, and really guided me through the entire process for quite some time, for a few months. So really excited that a good friend of mine and mentor of mine, Adam Chandler, will be here on the Free Daily Coaching call tomorrow, and we'll be interviewing Adam Chandler. So six-figure earner, literally has all-time leaderboard, has created and generated just thousands and thousands and thousands of leads, is really doing some of the best business that he's ever done since working from home this year right now. And so really excited to be able to tap into some of that energy, some of that excitement, and some of the things that he's doing in his business still today that continue to work, that permeate through. So good morning to everyone. As you're chatting up in the chat, I want to get your permission this morning. I want to get your permission this morning to talk about something that maybe is going to be a little sensitive. Maybe you've experienced this just recently. Maybe this is something that maybe you still do today, and we all do it. I've done it. I believe that it's going to touch someone today. And I want to get your permission to share about something that it might sting a little bit. It might hurt a little bit because it might hit home. It might be a reality that you're experiencing right now, and I want your permission to just be open and to communicate in a way that is going to allow everyone here to say, okay, yes, you know what, I have done that, and you know what, that's self-sabotage. That's literally pushing me away from something that I want to go to, right? That I've set a goal, I want to achieve these certain things. However, I'm taking actions that are not moving me towards that goal. They're actually moving me in the opposite direction. So do I have your permission this morning to share a little bit, to talk about a concept that we could apply so that we can achieve the results that we want? Do I have your permission to do that? Because I want to do this and I want to share this, but I want your permission, because I don't want to share it and I don't want someone to feel like, hey, what's going on? Why specifically are you attacking me? Why are you talking about this morning? I'm not attacking anyone. I'm not speaking to anyone specifically, right? What I'm talking about this morning is a general idea, and this idea may be an idea that's running through you. Maybe this is something that's going on with you right now, and maybe it's something that's holding you back. Maybe this is one of those areas where you're being held back, and it's not someone else. It's not this external force. It's not some outside deal. All right, bring it. Share away. Go for it. Bring it. Ouch. All right. So I want you to imagine that there's an opportunity. There's an opportunity for you, and we're not talking about like a business opportunity, like a financial opportunity. I'm talking about an opportunity for you to build your business, an opportunity for you to be able to get that guidance that you've been looking for, get that one-on-one coaching, get that extra little boost. Now imagine that the mentor or the leader that you've been working with or that you're looking to work with in a certain area in this opportunity has reached out. They've literally extended their hand out to you and said, hey, yeah, like what could we do? How could we do this? And actually that's happened multiple times, and you've seen it. You've seen your mentor, you've seen the person reach out and help people. You've seen them, him or her, whoever you may be working with in whatever area, right? You could apply this across the board, and I think you'll get this as I move along here. When you're given this opportunity, when this person reaches out to you and says, hey, yeah, how can I help you? And there's a conversation, there's an entire conversation, there's a whole idea, and you, and I've done this as well, and you as an individual say, yes, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this, this, and this. I'm going to do A, B, and C. Or thank you for assisting. Thanks for helping, right? And now I'm going to go do A, B, and C. And then you don't. And then you don't do that. You don't do that exact formula, that A, B, and C, the X, Y, Z's, the 1, 2, 3s, that you know absolutely 100% will yield results. You know because you've tried it before. You know because you've seen multiple people go before you and do the exact same thing and get the results. You know because of empirical data that it is so. You also know because you feel it, right? You just know. You know it. You feel it. That's why you're drawn to these individuals, these mentors. So why would we, and I say we because I believe we've all done this, and can you think of a spot, and maybe recently, maybe a while ago, can you think of a time where You made a decision. You said, yes, I'm going to do something. Yes, I'm going to go and I'm going to do this. I'm committed. I'm going to take this opportunity and run with it because I know that's what's going to get me to success. And then you didn't follow through. And when you don't follow through, it's like you're not doing your side of it. And the reason that I bring this up sorry guys, people, there's someone that maybe can you all just let me okay, so yeah, okay, I just wanted to make sure that you guys could see me. Someone was asking if I needed to launch, and someone was Jack was maybe a little on the delay there, so I just wanted to make sure because I had a couple messages on Facebook. I want you to think about the times when you made a commitment or you made a decision and then you didn't follow through with the actions that were going to get you to that result. You didn't take the actions that were going to get you to the result that you desired, and then at some point mentally there was some shift, there was something happened where it was okay. It was okay for you to say, oh, well, that didn't work. Oh, well, that person didn't help me the way that they said they were going to help me. Oh, well, you know, that was just a bunch of information I already knew. Oh, well, you know, things came up. Oh, well, this or that. Can you imagine how much different your results would be if you actually followed through? Can you imagine this. If I told you that we'll use Robert Kiyosaki. I'll just use Robert Kiyosaki as an example. You could fill in the blank. Fill in a mentor, a business icon, a mogul, someone that you respect in the business world, someone that you would want to have a one-on-one consultation with. Can you imagine if that person actually reached out to you, called you, messaged you, emailed you, and said, hey, I would like to help you. I specifically want to help you, this person says to you, and you communicate with them back, yes, thank you, I would love that help. And then you just drop the ball. And then you, on your end, do nothing. You don't follow through, you don't call, email, communicate in any way. Why? Raise your hand if you don't want to say anything in the chat. Maybe that's just a little touchy and you don't want to say anything, but raise your hand, say something in the chat, do something so that I know that you're with me here. Tell me if you've had this experience. Have you done this, or have you had this occur? Have you had this type of experience? Mainly, have you done this? Have you had that opportunity? Realize that you had it, like seen that it was an actual opportunity, and then not followed through, not acted on your end. Has that occurred? Let me know. Put it in the chat, raise your hand, and let me know. And the reason I'm asking is because I believe that we have quite a few people here that are new to marketing, are starting to build a home-based business. Maybe you've been doing this for a few months or a few years and you're just starting to get serious. Maybe you just finally started to make that commitment and you're looking back and you're like, wow, you know, there was times where these people tried to reach out. They said, hey, let me help you. Let me guide you. Let me show you some interesting things that may be beneficial to you. And then for whatever reason, because of fear, because of some type of blockage, we were unable to participate. No? I only have had two hands so far out of everyone that's here, so I guess there's only, sadly, yes. Oh, okay, here we go. Yes, I'm guilty, of course. Yes, yes. Okay, sounds familiar. Yep. Okay. So some people over here in the chat are doing it. I just had a couple hands. So the reason that I brought this up is because of the fact that I have these weekly guest spots, and because there's an opportunity here on Free Daily Coaching to do weekly interviews. So I have the opportunity to be able to interview industry leaders, which is absolutely amazing. So when I reach out to them, I always want to follow up because they've said yes, they'll come over here. So I follow up immediately so that I can secure that spot so I can lock them in. On the other side of that, we started this new ability to come over here and do some guest hosting. And so it's been amazing to see the people that want to participate, that go full bore, that are constantly messaging me, that talk to me like daily, that are boom, 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 action, 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 right? That is and has been super exciting to watch. On the flip side of that, there's the other part of that. So it's weird. Imagine if there's these people that are super active, the opposite is true too. There's people that dive in, and we've all experienced this, those people that get in right away and then they go into witness of protection program, right? Yeah, they come in all in on some super deluxe package and then you never hear from them again. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people that literally are doing it right now, that are walking with you right now, that are maybe reaching out, that have communicated and then have withdrawn, have then just literally like dropped off the face, just disengaged. And it's a peculiar phenomena. And the reason I ask, there's some squirrels outside. The reason I ask is because if you're doing this in your business, aren't you really, aren't we really, when we do this, aren't we really self-sabotaging? Aren't we just setting ourselves up? Because in essence, by not taking the opportunities, by not using all of the resources at our disposal, aren't we really just saying, hey, I don't want to really go that fast. Hey, I don't really want that much success. Hey, I know you've succeeded. I know that you've had that success, and I know that I've asked you to show me how to get the success, how to achieve the results that you have achieved, and I'm going to ask you for the directions, but now, you know what? I didn't really like those directions, right? That's like literally asking for a map on how to get to Albuquerque and saying, well, you know what? I don't really like, you know what? Actually, I don't really like driving. Well, then why did you ask for the map? You should have went and bought a plane ticket if you didn't want to drive, right? I mean, it was just a simple solution. It's just that simple. However, we all do this, and I'm proposing that we do this as a deliberate, maybe unconscious decision to not actualize the full reality. I know I tried to use some big words there, but think about that. You're not really actualizing, you're not creating, you're not actually living in the full reality that could be. And the reason is that sometimes we're not taking those opportunities that are right in front of us. We're not maximizing what we could already do, right? And one of my mentors, Diane Hockman, says it, and or maybe I just hear it over and over, because maybe she hasn't said it in a long time, but maybe I hear this over and over. And so I'm going to say what she said, and I'm sure that someone told her this. If you would do what you already know how to do, you would then increase your results. You would already be improving on what's going on right now if you would just do what you already know how to do. And so if these opportunities are coming to us and they're right there, it's like what we know how to do and we don't do them. What the heck? Why are we doing that? And the reason I'm sharing about this is because we all experience this. It's not unique. It's not a phenomenon. Like, the reason that I'm talking to you this morning is because you've done it. I have as well. And that's the message this morning. The message is, I'm not sharing this so that we can talk about it and have no solution. I'm not sharing this and saying, hey, only you do this. I'm saying, hey, we've done this, right? We've both done this. You've done it. I've done it. How do we step through this? How do we allow ourselves to transcend that? And I like what Karen had to say in the chat. It says, I had to learn to leave my ego at the door and realize that I didn't know everything. Absolutely. Sometimes I had to realize that I needed to reach out and ask for help. And this is the crazy part. When I'm pulling away, when you're pulling away and not talking to people, when you're not calling, when you're not doing the things that you know you should be doing, when all those things are happening and it's all up in here, that's the fear. That's us. That's the limiting beliefs allowing us, or us allowing those limiting beliefs to like permeate in and control our reality. We're allowing that to shape our reality. When in fact, all that we needed to do, all that was required, was to follow the directions, right? Which is to grab that map and follow the map. If we had that opportunity, it was just to go for it. Now, do we all fall short some days? Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no, you're not perfect every single day. But look at the big picture, and are you sabotaging yourself by not allowing yourself the opportunities that are right there? Did you get scared because of something? Doesn't matter what. Did you have that fear, that self-doubt, those voices that told you maybe you couldn't do it, maybe you were bothering that person, maybe they didn't really want to help you anyway, blah, 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 blah. Did you hear that? Because if you heard that, you've probably been doing some of these activities, some of these self-sabotaging activities. They're not healthy for you or myself as a person. They're just not good for us. In our business, imagine how deteriorating these ideas are. That would be literally like having a small business, let's say a hamburger stand. I'm just making it up. Maybe I'll have a hamburger for lunch. Let's say that you have a hamburger stand, and let's say that you're having some startup issues. You need to get some more equipment. So you go to the bank because the bank has money. So you go and fill out the paperwork to the bank and say, hey, bank, can I get some money? And the bank says back to you, yeah, you could get some money. Just bring A, B, and C paperwork back, and we need to get you to sign some papers and come back, and we'll help you. And then you, never going back to the bank, never taking the paperwork back and signing and doing A, B, and C, and then wondering why your business was failing because you didn't purchase that piece of equipment, because that piece of equipment would have saved thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours of work, right? Because it was a brand new grill. But instead, you're using this beat up old grill that's there, and it's lopsided, and all the hot spots are on one end, and grease goes down, and now the health inspector came and said, hey, you can't stilt it up like that. And now there's all these problems, and you're upset when in fact the reality that could have been actualized is if you would have followed through and went back to the bank and done a few steps, they would have helped. So how do we move through that? Well, we move through that by working as a collective, because check this out, it's a lonely world there inside of the computer, right? Does it feel like that some days where you're all alone? You're working in your computer and you see everyone else out there on the internet, but you feel all alone? Well, what if you started connecting with more of these people? What if you started working not as a team, but as a group, as a collective, as a group of people that were trying to achieve the same goal and using the power of the Peloton? And I've shared that story before of the Peloton and biking, or how geese fly in the V. What about if you use that type of momentum, that type of power, that type of energy, and that type of networking, those types of communications? What if you started using that and really implementing that? How would that change your business? How would that change the mindset? How would that change your ability to follow through, to make a commitment and then follow through, because that's really what we're talking about. Essentially, we're talking about making a commitment and then followed through. And why don't we usually do that? Because of that fear. There's some fear in between. When we work as a group, when you have the power of the Peloton, it's not scary. There's a lot of people to reach out to. You can look to your right, you can look to your left, and in front of you and back of you, all around you, there's people. They're doing the same thing. Guess what? The guy to your right, the lady to your left, they have the same fear. They have the same challenges. They're in the same Peloton. They're all going in the same direction. You're not alone. That's the solution. You're not alone. The question is, are you going to ride as part of the Peloton? That's the question. Today, are you going to ride as part of the Peloton, or are you going to be by yourself? Are you going to allow yourself? Are you going to allow yourself to be at the back of the pack? That's your decision. That's my decision. That's each of our decisions every single day. And I would encourage you to reach out. Reach out to the people that are reaching out to you. Reach out and follow the commitments that you make. If you make a commitment, then let's follow through. Right? Do what you said you were going to do for you so that you can achieve success. And start working with people. Start working with those people that want to help you. They want to help you. Let them help you. Don't deprive someone else the opportunity to share with you. In addition to being able to receive, imagine you're allowing someone else to share. You're allowing someone else to teach, to give, to be a part of the dynamic. So, thanks for letting me rant this morning. Thank you for giving me permission to rant a little bit this morning about something that I think we can all agree that we've all experienced. Based on the chat and all the hands that were raised, I know that you've had this challenge, and today is the day that you step through it. Today is the day that you can reach out to someone and say, hey, you know what? Thank you. Hey, you know what? I appreciate you. Hey, you know what? I do need help. Hey, I appreciate that you'll spend some time with me, and yes, I could use a little assistance. Why not take that help today so you can ensure your success, your future success, and the success of others that are willing to follow direction? Thank you for allowing me. Thank you for allowing me a few minutes of your time this morning. Go out and have an awesome day. Like always, if you need to get in touch with me, you can phone me, you can text me, you can get a hold of me on Facebook. Everyone, go out and have an amazing day, and go out and start implementing. Go out and do what you said that you were going to do, because you deserve it, because you're the one that's going to reap the benefits, and because if you do that, you'll solidify your future success. Thank you so much for joining us here at freedailycoaching.com. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. for our interview with industry leader, internet marketer, mentor, and friend of mine, Mr. Adam Chandler. And I'll see you all tonight hopefully I'll see you all tonight at the My Lead System Pro Wednesday night webinar, where my actual referring member, Mr. Rob Four, is going to be hosting the webinar this morning. So go ahead and go over and follow the link. Go over and get registered. Whoops, I'm going to send you a link. Get registered and go over tonight. hang out with Mr. Rob for. Find out why it's not just about search engine optimization, but SAO instead of SEO. Hands out to another day. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Absolutely. What did Bob say? Great stuff ever since. Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much, and we'll see you this evening. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tonight.